Alright, in this video we'll see how we're going to put together the whole thing. So we're going to make a little bit of a chat bot here. And so first thing that we'll do is the import random. We always have to do that if we're going to use that random.choice. Okay, and then we need to do a little bit more setup. I'm going to set up a variable with my list of responses. So we'll say wonderful, delighted to hear that. And one more, for example, great stuff. Doesn't have to be 3, we could do another one. Good. As many as you want. Do we want to do another list? We'll leave it at 1 for now, but maybe we'll want to do another one later. Okay, so let's make ourselves a little chatbot. Print. What was your meal today? And we want to say random.choice of responses. That's my variable with the list in it. Yeah, so that's it for the first kind of question. We could ask another question. How's the weather? Okay, so let's test that out and see what happens. How was your meal today? So it's waiting for me to respond because that after this line of code, the next one is the input. Okay, so we'll say good. And it gave me a response from here, good, okay. And then I asked the next question. Again, there's an input, so it's waiting for my response. So we'll put my cursor there and say rainy. Delighted to hear that. Okay, so I made a couple of choices which I could have done differently. So for one thing, I put the input on the next line after I printed the question. I could have done it all in one, and I'll show you what happens if you do it all in one. So let's just copy this. I'll cut this and copy it into here, and we can delete that print. And yeah, let's run that and I'll show you what that does. How was your meal today? Good. And you can see that this time it goes on the same line, and in fact it runs right into it. Otherwise it's exactly the same. And the other one, I didn't change, the input is on its own line. So then how's the weather? Okay, good, like that. So you can do it whichever way you want, whichever way you prefer. It doesn't have to run right into it. If I didn't want it to run into it, I could have put some spaces here like this, and we just run that again. How was your meal today? Excellent. And you can see that, you know, it's a little neater and nicer now. The other thing I did was I used the same responses here and here. I could have chosen something else. I could have made another variable called weather responses. Like that. And we have to then change this one so that it's using this. So this becomes also weather responses. And if we run that, how's your meal? Fine. Okay, how's the weather? This time we'll say sunny. Okay, and then it replied green is good for us. So yeah, it's just a question of whether I wanted to just use the same list here or if I wanted to make another one for the other question. Again, that's up to you. So that's how you would go about making a chatbot. And so now it's your turn for app number 1 is to make a chatbot in a similar way to how we did this one together. All right, good luck with that, and we'll see you in the next video.